Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing an everyday makeup look for dark skin. Now in the mornings, we don't have time to do too much, but today we're gonna do just enough. We're gonna keep this real relaxed. We chilling, okay? I'm going in with the Smashbox Always On Skin Balancing Foundation. It has hyaluronic acid and adaptogens. We're gonna give the foundation a good shake. It's a beautiful, like a really rich color. I got this in a gifting mailer a little while ago and I hadn't picked it up until sometime this summer. And I'm kind of upset about it because it's actually like really good. Ooh, girl, primer. Are you insane? Just kidding. We need to go in with primer first because we are oily skin girls and we don't want to be humbled outside, okay? I'm gonna go in with this Milk Makeup Pore Eclipse Mattifying Primer. We're not gonna be scared, we're gonna be generous because again, we are oily girls and we need to be mattified. So I'm just gonna take this into my hands, rub it together. We're just gonna swipe because we want a nice even layer all over the skin. While that is drying, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I think I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia Brow Freeze Brow Styling Wax. I almost never use this just because I feel like I have thin brows and the last time I got them done, the lady jacked them up. So I'm trying to regrow that one little section right there. So since we're in a regrowing phase, let's try something new, I guess. This nice fluffy brow look. It looks so good on the girls. Me, I'm not too short, but we're still gonna do it today because, you know, we gotta stick with the process. And we're just gonna comb that through there. Okay. Wow, look at that. I really like that result. And then you're supposed to press it up with the back of the spatula. Don't mind my primer, y'all. Don't mind the primer, but that is how that brow is looking. And we're just gonna do the same thing to the other side. Brush it up, brush it up. I'm not gonna lie to you, I like never do my eyebrows like this, but you know, in the spirit of change and all things good in the world, I figured let's try something different. I'm not entirely mad at it, but I guess that's the beauty of makeup, is just being able to try new things. I think I kind of like it. I go in with a little liner and just do a little bit of like hair-like strokes in places, just to make it look a little darker at the ends. I'm going to carve out my eyebrows using this NYX concealer. It's in the shade Dark 1 Cafe of their Soft Matte Complete Concealer. If it's not just me who has to hold their breath as they do their brows, let me know down below, because like doing eyebrows is the most stressful part of makeup. And I see why people usually don't film this part and then come back with them done, because ciao. Once I get most of the concealer to where I need it to be, I just go in with just a regular brush, probably one like this. It's more dense up top and I just like to blend everything out. So it's just not so harsh. Like, we don't need super harsh brows. Having them diffused is key. Like, look how much better that looks between this and that. So much better, so natural, so airbrushed. I do like to come in here and kind of try to connect them a little bit or blend it out so there's not that really harsh line of demarcation. And what I'm doing is going up with some upward strokes. Upward strokes for them folks. Keep going until I'm somewhat happy with it. If you didn't know, now you know. Today the eyebrows are gonna be cousins. and not sisters. It's just how the days panning out. And since I don't want that concealer to settle into the creases, I just go in with a powder, the Micro Smooth powder from Sephora, and just with a regular fluffy brush. I'm gonna swirl that in, tap off the excess, and just do that windshield wiper motion. I just wanna make sure that everything is set and blended. You can probably go in with like a really cute eyeshadow color, but I found when I'm in a rush and I just want to do a nice everyday makeup look, face powder works just as good. If you want to add dimension to your crease, you could just go ahead and use like one of your bronzers, and that has been working wonders for me too. Now that my skin is prepped and you can see the primer is dried up and crusty on my face, I'm just gonna use one pump. Look how rich. One thing's for certain, I would rather go and get a darker foundation color than a lighter one, especially in this Texas heat. I don't want to go around with my skin looking pale or gray. At least if I have a darker foundation, I could always lighten it up when it comes to highlighters and concealers. This foundation feels really lightweight. It feels great on the skin as well. It really doesn't feel like I have anything on. It feels really hydrating as well. So I'm gonna attribute that to the hyaluronic acid. But yeah, like once it becomes winter and I obviously can't really wear this shade because it's one of my summer foundations, I'm definitely gonna be getting this in my winter shade. But this is gorgeous. Have you worn this foundation before? Because I honestly can't get enough of it. One of the most comfortable formulas I've tried in a long time. One of my main things is always having healthy skin, and if I'm wearing layers and layers of foundation and my skin can't breathe, that's gonna be a problem for me. It's a natural, radiant finish. I think this is like a medium coverage. It did cover up the dark spots that I had on this side of my face. I'm gonna go in with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Amande. I definitely want to lighten things up a bit. So we're just going to apply that over here. A little bit more to the other side. The sides of my nose. A little bit down the bridge of my nose. I really want the center of my face to be really bright. Not really bright, but lighter. The thing with blending out with a brush, it does take more time than with a beauty blender, but for me, I use both. I use a brush and a beauty blender. I just like making sure that my placement is exactly where I want it to be, and then I like to go in with a beauty blender to make sure that there aren't any like harsh edges. Like when I use solely a beauty blender, I don't really get any type of color payoff, which sometimes can be counterintuitive. But if you're going for a no makeup look, or you just want to wake up your under eyes a little bit, I think that's fine. But for today, we want a little bit of something extra, you know? I used to be really into like the bright under eye, but lately, you know, we like a nice demure mindful beat. A little something down the nose. Yeah, I like that much better. A dimension to the face. Now I'm gonna go in with the Juvia's Place for a little bit of bronzer. Contour is not my friend. I feel like using contour on my skin makes my skin look so muddy, and I am not here for it. I don't like it. I've never liked contour. Let me know if you're a contour girl or a bronzer girl. I am very much a bronzer girl. Let me feel like a sun-kissed, you know, princess. I don't want anything to do with your conflapping contour. We're in our own lanes, we're bronzed, we're happy, and we look sun-kissed. Now we're going to set our face with an old but faithful. It is the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm gonna go in with a brush. Again, more things I saw on the internet that I've been liking lately. Usually sometimes I set it, but you know, today we're just gonna pat it in. I'm not really a baking girl, I'm a setting girl. I don't want to do too much and look up to the sky because I want it to set everything under my eye. We added too much, but it's okay. Even if you're not ready to slay the day, at least you look like it, you know? At least it's something to aspire to. I'm gonna sit my little chinny chin chin. Laura Mercier is that girl. We're gonna add a little blush because I want to feel like the prettiest princess in the world. Sephora colorful blush. It's called Hey Jealousy. A little bit with this. I should stop adding the blush. But like, I'm just a girl and I can't stop. I just can't stop. One day I might have blush blindness, but in this moment, I don't regret it. Then we're gonna finish off everything again with that Sephora Micro Smooth powder. I'm using the shade 75 Hazelnut. I like to pat everything in and then I swirl. So pat, swirl. On the lips, I'm gonna go in with the Sephora Rouge Gel Lip Liner in Molasses. Body's, you know, go-to. I can see why every time I tried to go to Sephora prior to owning this, it was sold out. The look, I'm gonna go in with this YSL Lippy Love Shine Candy Glow. I don't know which shade it's in, but we're gonna put it on. So right in the middle of the lips. It smells so good. It smells so good. Oh yeah. The last step is to hit everything with a setting mist. This one is called Final Treat. I really want to give some more life to this. It is a very matte face, and this is a hyaluronic acid infused setting spray. So it's gonna set my face and give me a little bit of a glow. So. And this is the finished look, completed look for an everyday makeup look for the girls with dark skin. What do you think? The routine was kind of chaotic, but we made it. If you found this video at all helpful, please don't forget to hit that bell, like, and subscribe so you can stay in tune with me for any beauty or skincare tips going forward. Thank you for kicking it with the kid, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.